Today we're going to make one of my most requested recipes, a chocolate peanut butter pie. But we're going to make mini pies using the same recipe. Perfect for afternoon tea or to take to a party. They're creamy, chocolatey, you're just gonna love them. And it's a no-bake recipe, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is make the graham cracker base. So we need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. That's a little too much. Always make sure to get your ingredients exactly right, the measurements, because if you don't, you may end up with a mess. And now we'll add a tablespoon of sugar and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I use salted butter because that's what I had on hand. And let's mix that up. Okay, that looks great. Now I'm going to use a cookie scoop just so that I make sure I have enough for each of our mini pies. We're gonna have lots. Then I'm going to take this measuring cup and I'm going to just press the bottom of it. Kind of like we did with the glass, right? When you and I made the lemon tart. We just want to push that filling down into the bottom so that it's good and solid, because this is where the first layer, the chocolate layer, is going to sit. Okay, that's perfect. First, we'll make a rich, fudgy chocolate base in a saucepan. Combine 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1/3 cup of evaporated milk. Not sweetened condensed, make sure it's evaporated, like carnation evaporated milk, you know. And then the last thing we add is a tablespoon of corn syrup. And we'll stir that up and then head over to the stove. Now we're going to cook this over medium heat, and we want to keep an eye on it. So it's not something that you can turn the stove on, stir it a few times and leave, because you don't want it to burn, and honestly, burnt chocolate is not fun. So we'll just keep stirring that. We're going to use a candy thermometer. And right now, it's only saying 77. I think you can see that. Yes, I can see that. And we want it to get up to about 234 degrees. That's what they call softball stage. So that's what we're aiming for. You can see now that the chocolate chips have melted, but we still need to keep stirring. I can feel that it's starting to thicken. So let's just do a test. So I got up to about 223, and it's really bubbling well right now, and there's all these little soft balls in the chocolate mixture. So I'm just going to take it off the heat. Just be careful, that pot is still really hot. And then the last thing we have to add is some peanut butter, a tablespoon of peanut butter. And we can just use a knife to get it all out of your measuring spoon. It smells amazing. I wish you could smell it. If you feel like it, you could drop me a comment just a note to let me know what your favorite peanut butter chocolate or chocolate peanut butter dessert is. You know, is it Reese's peanut butter cups? That's dessert, right? Or peanut butter bars. Lots of great peanut butter bar recipes. I'm going to have one of those coming up in the next few weeks. Once we get through our afternoon tea series. Okay, that's all melted. Now, I have a feeling this is going to get messy. I just do. So I've so I have some damp paper towel and an extra plate just to lay things on. This is the first time I'm making this recipe into mini pies. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to spoon it in or maybe use a really small measuring cup. So let's see what happens. So I was right, a little bit messy. And what I'm doing is just using sort of a small soup spoon. And I want to make sure that I fill every cup first. There's quite a bit of filling here. I knew I'd do that. Oh well, I'll clean it up. Might need to use a spatula to make sure that you've scraped your pot and got all of the chocolatey goodness. And don't be too worried that it doesn't look like there's a lot of chocolate on the bottom, because the peanut butter filling will take up all of that space. This is just to give you a really nice mouthful of chocolate. And the last thing we're going to do before we put these in the refrigerator for an hour is just press that lovely chocolate filling into the bottoms. And I'm just using a dish with a little bit of water, and that way the filling won't stick to the back of my spoon. You know, when I was cleaning up that spot, this is just like the texture of this chocolate filling, this base, is just like fudge. It's going to be amazing. So put this tray in the refrigerator. You can cover it with some plastic wrap for about an hour. And then once that time is up, we'll start on the peanut butter filling. Next, we're going to make the peanut butter filling, and that's 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, a half a cup of creamy peanut butter, and a cup of powdered sugar. And I already have the cream cheese and the powdered sugar in the bowl. So we'll add the peanut butter. Just gonna put that to the side. And we also need a teaspoon of vanilla. And you just need an electric mixer. And just start it out slow. I like to chop the cream cheese into chunks. So I chopped the 8-ounce block of cream cheese into 8 little squares, and that just helps it blend easier, and because you want the filling to be really creamy. So we're just going to keep beating this until it's soft and smooth and ready to add the whipped topping. And as you're mixing, keep scraping down the sides. Add in a half a cup of milk and mix it up again. We don't want to over stir. Just make sure that it's fairly well blended. Now we're going to smooth that luscious peanut butter filling onto our mini pies. Just like that. I'm putting each one into my 9 by 13 pan because it has a lid. This one actually has a handle on it. And here's this amazing lid. Right before serving, we're going to sprinkle some salted peanuts onto our mini pies, and I have them all set out here in front of me. And then we're also going to spread some chocolate chips. I actually chopped these and made them a little finer because these are mini pies, of course, and not the large 9-inch pie that the recipe comes from. So I thought that might make it look a little nicer. And then at the very end, we're going to melt the remainder of the chocolate chips in the microwave. I'll show you how to do that. And we're ready for our afternoon tea and a mini peanut butter chocolate pie. So first we'll start with the peanuts. And you'll see I'm using my cooling rack, and I've put wax paper or parchment paper underneath it just to catch any drips or mess. And there's no rule here, just put as many peanuts and chocolate chips on as you want. Yeah, I'm really glad I chopped them up. Makes it better. Looks nicer. You can use milk chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips. These are semi-sweet. I always have these on hand because of all the chocolate chip cookies we make. Okay, that one needs a bit more. Okay. Okay, that's better. And now we'll get ready for afternoon tea. I love this little cake stand. I actually got it, and this is a true story, from one of my Instagram followers who I met at a Christmas craft show here in our hometown. If you can imagine, that was a very exciting day for me. So we're just going to put these all in here. So good. You have to make these. And if you do, drop me a comment and post a picture because I would love to see that. The crust is a little, what do I want to say? Stiff. So that's great because it really held together, and so that the chocolate and the peanut butter could sit on top. And I'm just going to show you. You can see the layers, the lovely graham cracker crust on the bottom, that rich chocolate layer that's almost like a soft fudge, and then our wonderful peanut butter, cream cheese, and whipped topping or whipping cream, whichever you prefer. All topped with salted peanuts, chocolate chips, and a little bit of melted chocolate. Honestly, it's just so perfect for parties, of course, afternoon tea, and whatever you want to throw at it. I hope you're enjoying our tea time series, and definitely these little peanut butter chocolate mini pies are going on my tea time menu. But don't stop watching. We've got lots of great videos for you to see. Plus, another tea time video will be released next week Trying to keep with a no-bake theme right now while we're into some pretty hot weather, but there are definitely baked surprises coming your way just to complete that English afternoon tea time theme. If you enjoyed this recipe and video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow, and that way I can bring more great videos to you. So good.